Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between Custer and Myggan on Ruins of Seras. Maybe that's Myggan. Anyway, in the bottom right, we have the red Terran player. It is Custer. And in the bottom left of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Myggan. I'm going to go with Myggan. I think that's right. So this is our weekly Mid-Rank Madness match. Are you excited to be here? I'm excited to be here. This is one of the many Mid-Rank Madness replays that were sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Mid-Rank Madness. My screener Spencer went through all of them to find the very best one, and this is it. So I haven't seen it before. I like to cast these blind. I like to be surprised along with the rest of you. I'll try to keep my eye on the minimap. And because this is a big map and a lot of things can happen on it. But it's red versus blue, pretty easy to pick out on the green background. And go ahead and watch this game along with me. So it's a ZVT here on this map, a very classic matchup. I'm not sure what level this is, whether it is gold, platinum, or diamond. Let's see, gold, platinum, diamond. Are those the three levels that there are available? And yeah, yes, it definitely is. Gold, plat, diamond. APM right now is about a 100 on average for Myggan and 169 for Custer, for the standard stuff. Indeed. APM doesn't necessarily determine whether somebody is silver versus whether they are gold or platinum, but a really decision-making, composition, choices made can really make the difference. As a drone and an SCV go at each other here, the drone's going to win, or the SCV is going to win this one rather. Yeah, just because the drone can regen, and so that's why SCVs will win it. You'll notice here the drone is going to slowly regenerate its own health. There we go, right up to 5 again. But another shot here, we'll take it down. Oh, almost! Almost, it did regen up to 6, just barely. Can't escape though, this is completely walled off, and turns into an extractor. This is something I used to do quite a bit of, is take this extractor with a drone, turn it into an assimilator. What that means is that the Terran can't go for 2 gas off a single base, and basically that prevents them from going Banshees at all. They can't. If they were planning on doing it, they have to change into something else. And it's just nice not knowing you don't have to worry about Banshees at all as a Zerg player. Meanwhile, oh, 2 bunkers here for Custer. Wait, 2 bunkers but no units. Okay, here comes a Reaper. So it's a Reaper forward bunker position. It's not close enough to actually hit this hatchery, and not really enough to prevent anything from running out here without taking shots. The positioning I think would have been better right here. And I don't know what this bunker's for at all, but there it is. Is it going to get a drone kill? Why did you drone? What? Okay, so maybe the drone is just scouting things out, but it died for its trouble. The Reaper comes right on in, sees what he can do. Nope, going to try to kill this hatchery. Nothing's being produced here at all by Myggan. Myggan is getting a 3rd hatchery, so keep that in mind. But in the meantime, the spawning pool has just now finished. Wow, that was a late spawning pool. I mean, there's no way the spawning pool should just now be finishing. I guess there was a 3rd hatch that slowed things down a little bit, or slowed things down a little bit. But in process, there are 6 lings for Myggan, as well as 2 queens, and there goes a spine crawler. KD8 charge being used on these eggs actually does pretty well against larvae, surprisingly. I'm not sure if that's because larvae are knocking themselves back there. The KD8 charge ignores armor, or what, but again, trying to take down a spine crawler, that's probably not going to be a very nice effort there. Queens and lings chasing these Reapers down, but they do escape back to the bunker. So this is kind of a low APM version of a Reaper rush. Not continuing here at all. There's a starport on the way for our Terran player Custer. And this isn't anything close to a 3 Rax Reaper, which we have seen before. Spinecrawler does have, I think, more range. A range of 7 with that Impaler Tentacle. Should be able to poke down these bunkers placed in just the right position. Let's see if this Spinecrawler can do it. No, that's too close. That's too close. Alright, well, as long as the Queen's supporting and the Lings are kind of taking some of the fire here, we'll be able to actually plant into the ground. The Queen helping as well. A lot of Lings are dying, but the Spinecrawler is done. Just the Reapers don't do enough damage to Spinecrawlers, and Custer realizes it, salvaging that bunker for 75 minerals, getting the heck out of there. This one should probably be salvaged as well. Is it going to be salvaged? I don't know, but Reapers are trying to take down this hatchery. Again, they just don't do that well against buildings, and no, it was not salvaged. Oh no. Alright, Custer, it's cool. It's cool. We all make mistakes. You could have got that 75 minerals back for absolutely nothing, but that's alright. I guess you do have a lot of money already. 1,200 minerals, 300 gas. Hellions on the way, medevacs on the way. Are these guys still harassing up here? Really good at killing workers, Reapers, but they don't do well against buildings. They used to have some kind of a grenade forget what it was called back in Heart of the Swarm and Wings of Liberty, where they actually did extra damage to buildings. So they were great for harassing hatcheries and taking down spine crawlers. They were a really amazing harass unit, but they took that away. They gave them this KD8 charge, again, was good against light units, which the Reapers are already pretty good at, and said, hey, you guys are good at harassment. You can't actually kill any buildings, though, so you can't just go Mass Reaper and murder everything until you win. Although, again, we have seen a bit of that on the channel. I actually think we saw... Oh, when is that going to post? I think there was a game involving a well-known Terran player who did go for a 3-Rax Reaper against Zerg. It was a well-fat battle, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. But in the end, somebody won. Haha. Medevac heading on out here. It does have 4 Hellions. So a 4 Hellion drop, which is interesting. Usually Hellions are fast enough to actually get into the main base and kill stuff on their own. And once again, Myggan should have seen this. Myggan, rather. I'm going to say Myggan. I don't know. Lings could force a cancel here. There are 2 Hellions, and if they're not microed properly, they will die. Actually managing to get out of there. Good reaction time by Custer, but not able to get any of those flamethrower shots off. And 1 Hellion dies, and another one is going to fall as well. And the Reapers, unless they run for their lives, are going to end up dead. A drop back here with the medevacs. The Lings do all get chased away, and drop. Kind of protected, actually, here. It's a weird spot here. Roasting up a lot of drones. Oh, no, drones. Get out of there. Hellions chasing them down. Yeah. Get them. Oh, man, that's going to be a drone barbecue. Oh, nice hit there indeed. These guys are not running either. Man, 4 Hellions do a lot of damage to these workers and not splitting them. Lining them up right as the flamethrowers come right on through. Completely burning them alive. 1 Hellion has died. 2 Hellions have died. Another lineup, though. And yeah, okay, so pro tip from Falcon Paladin. If your drones are under attack, I know running them away is good, but try to split them too. Take small groups of these guys, of the drones, and put them in different places around on the creep so the Hellions don't hit a million of them at once. Because then you lose 29 drones. Then you lose 29 drones. And you're in a bad spot indeed, my friend. Ling's trying to chase down these Reapers. Reapers heading back on in. Custer believes in the power of Reapers in the mid-game, which is kind of surprising. Custer is also going for Banshees with Cloak and a Siege Tank. And Myggan says, you know what? I know I just lost all my workers, but I'm going to replace those, and I'm also going to go for a Spire. So 28 to 27 Harvesters. Myggan, despite losing all of those drones, is actually keeping even match with the Terran player. Is there more Banshees coming, or just the one? I think it's just the one. Blue Flame Hellion, Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way for those Hellions, increasing the damage they do to light units, as though they aren't good enough already, as we might have seen in this channel. Myggan also going for +1 melee attacks, which is good. And just kind of sitting on 3 bases. One of these players should be expanding, and there it is. Command Center on the way for Custer. Might land it over here based on where he's building it. Usually they'll take the 3rd here, though. It's a little bit kind of nestled away. It is protected on 3 sides by these walls. Easy to defend with a couple bunkers and some tanks up here. But you know what? Custer says, I'm going to go ahead and defy convention. Land over here for my 3rd, and let's see what you can do about it. Here come the Hellions again. I don't think Myggan actually made any units. So this is going to be a problem. Spinecrawler and Queen actually doing a pretty good job here. Taking out a couple of the drones of the Hellions. Yes, both Hellions die. Hellbat, though, much harder to kill for these Queens, and doing quite a bit more damage to the drones as well. 18 damage there. Yahoo kaboo. Yep, there's the blue flame upgrade just now kicking in. There's the blue. The Banshee no, Banshee, look out. Oh, Banshee explodes as the Spore Crawler takes it down. Spore Crawlers do very well against Banshees. It's just usually the Banshees stay out of their range, so that doesn't usually happen. Oh, man, look at that. So many injects from that Queen are queued up on this hatchery. Does it show that at all? No, I don't think so. I don't think it shows how many there are, but that Queen injected a whole ton. What that means is the injects, as soon as this one finishes, another one will queue up and start immediately, and another one after that, and another one after that. It's a nice way to kind of keep your macro going even when you're attacking into the mid-game. If your injects haven't been spot on to this point, it can really come back and help you out towards the mid-game. Reapers again. Is Custer capable of anything besides Reapers and Hellions and Banshees? The answer is there's a Fusion Core on the way. Also getting high-sec auto-tracking, but these 2 Queens should be enough to deal with these Reapers, no problem. There's another Spinecrawler coming up. Where's this one? Oh, still over here under these overlords. Kind of hard to see. A little bit of a Ling attack at the front door, but guess what? Tanks are pretty darn good against Lings, which maybe just checking for a third base. This is still not anywhere. Command center was built, but not placed anywhere at all. Another drop back here with Blue Flame Hellions transforming into Hellbats, which means now they can be healed by the medevac. I never understood the logic there, but no, Spore Crawler again. Spore Crawler MVP, man. That's why you build Spore Crawlers in your mineral line. Alright, so one queen does end up falling to the Blue Flames. The other queen as well. Again, running these drones away and packing them into a tight circle like this, not the way to go. But Mutas are out. The Spire finally pays off for Myggan. And all the Hellbats do end up getting cleaned up here. Reapers are running around the backside trying to kill more of these guys. Kitty 8 charge knocking the queen back, but Mutas, again, can shoot down while Reapers cannot shoot up. And that's the end of that. More Banshee assaults here on the left side. This would be so frustrating for the Zerg player to deal with its continued harassment. Not income lost here. 51 drones have died. 51 for Myggan. Holy shamoly. Okay, so there are Liberators. And I believe, where is it here? The Advanced Ballistics, which increases the range of Liberators in Defender mode by 4, is what our friend Custer is going for as the Mutas come over to try to deal with that Banshee. But the Overseer was a little bit late. Banshee cloaked and skedaddled on out of there. Okay, so Custer did actually land the command center here, the more standard third base location. Is this off a little bit? I feel like you could maybe move this over another square. Yeah, I don't think that's actually in the right place. So that's another thing can actually matter at this level, is putting your command centers and hatcheries and nexuses right up to where they're supposed to be, so the mining distance isn't as far like as this guy has to go, for example. Fourth base is on the way for Myggan, +2 melee attack, and actually getting pneumatized Carapace. What are you planning on carrying? Or I guess running around with? I don't know. Oh, Planetary Fortress. Yahoo! Lings, you're in trouble there. Mutas, however, do a great job against Planetary Fortresses. The Liberators need to save these guys. Liberators, go! Yeah, using that splash damage. Look how yellow those Mutas get. No, don't run away. You can get them. Oh, a Thor. Chasing them as well. The Thor baiting all of these Lings into the tank fire. And is the tank going to survive? No, the tank ends up dying there. Mutas, however, taking a ton of shots. And now the Banshee chasing away the Roach, but no. Myggan is in full retreat now. And an Overlord kind of scouting up here for no reason. Myggan is up to an Infestation Pit here at the 12-minute mark. Again, super delayed because of all the workers that he has lost to this point. Infestation Pit right on here at the bottom of this ramp. Creep spread fairly non-existent, I would have to say. And there it is. There is that Liberator Advanced Ballistics, increasing the range of that Defender mode, which really can be useful against Zerg especially. Those 85 damage shots are beefy. They're so beefy. They 2-shot Roaches. Do they 2-shot Queens? No, they do not. They 3-shot Queens, which is almost as good. Small group of Hellions heading on up to the northwest, trying to see what they can see. This Overlord has been scouting stuff forever and ever. I'm not sure that Custer sees it, and I'm not sure why Custer doesn't see it. Yep, it's right visible to him, that's for sure. Right here at the front, though, Hellions trying to kill stuff, but being chased away by a small group of Mutas. Banshee flies right on in, finds a ton of juicy drones to kill. Blue Flame again going for more and more workers. Lings and Mutas finally cleaning that up. That did not go very well at all for those Hellions. But Cloaked Banshee, unnecessarily cloaked because I don't think anything here can actually kill her. But she is already up to a total number of 6 kills. Is going to get 7. One of those drones changing into a Spore Crawler to try to deal with it, but that's not really in a good position to do so. Unfortunately, the Mutas come in with the Overseers, and bam! The Banshee does end up falling. Myggan is getting a Hive. I like to see that, I really do. Pathogen Glands. We're going to see Infestors here as well as Glial Reconstitution. Kind of a late Glial Reconstitution. Is this another Hellbat run by here into the second base? Again, the drones are kind of lined up, but the Hellbats are a little bit too slow to chase them down. Lings and Mutas, though, definitely not too slow to chase these guys down. Can they get more and more worker kills? They're kind of distracted by these Lings who are doing an amazing job cleaning these guys up, actually. Wow, Lings with +2, +1. Turns out, not bad against small groups of Hellions. Who knew? Custer's getting +1 flyer attack, not flyer attack, +1 like spaceship attack. What is it? Ship weapons. There it is. Ship weapons and Ultralisk Cavern on the way. All right, so as we've learned, most of the time, if you're going to deal against Ultras as Terran, you need a lot of Defender mode or you need Ghosts. Oh, splash, splash, splash! Oh, man! That just killed a whole ton of Mutas in just a couple volleys. Liberator, good answer to giant Mutaflox. Good answer indeed. Myggan going for Vipers. Hey, I'm kind of impressed here. You don't usually see Viper at this level of StarCraft 2, but Myggan is going to go for it. Single Muta chasing this Banshee down is faster. The Overseer is faster too. But I don't know if there's enough DPS available on this to make it happen, and no. Does not look like there is at all. Liberators, again, setting up, just daring that Muta to come back in. Is this another run by? Another Blue Flame run by. Brought to you by Blue Flame. Spinecrawler and Queen doing a great job. These guys are kind of bugged out, and they tried to run through the Queen. Didn't do it. Oh, no, don't line up. Drones. Drones. Oh, boy. That's okay. That's okay. Hellbat does get 2 kills, but eventually completely overwhelmed. I really like Myggan's position here. Again, Custer's up 118 to 102 total supply. Active forces, 2,500 minerals, 1,700 gas versus 3,400 minerals and 2,500 gas. +2/+2 on those melee. And +1/+1 on the mech for Custer. Resources lost tab. 5,800 minerals and 900 gas lost for the Zerg. 3,700 minerals, 650 gas lost for the Terran. 62 drones and 4 SCVs. What an absolute massacre. What is it with my channel recently in these mid-rank madness games? Liberator comes in all by itself to try to kill some stuff. Look at the extra range there. Really come in handy. Wow, did get up to 8 kills on that. The Queen's going to kill her, though. Sorry, Liberator pilot. You're not going to live too much longer. Actually swinging around to the back. Is that in range? Can the Queen still kill it? Yes, it can. One shot and does manage to live. Meanwhile, a big attack here with Hellbats and with Liberators throwing up a defender mode. Zooming on out. The drones coming in to... I don't know what, but they all died. Not the greatest place to be. The Ultras cannot shoot up. But the Vipers with Parasitic Bomb might be able to get these guys, these Liberators, to die. Is that what's going to happen here? Yes, Parasitic Bomb on all of those Liberators. Is it enough to kill them? Holy cow, whoa! Killing 5, 6 of them. One of them very low here. So the ground army comes right on in, says, Liberators, do your worst. We're going to kill all of your tanks and everything, and then just get out of your circle. Muta comes in. Mutaflock cleans up the rest of those Liberators. Total Liberators lost so far is 10 compared to 9 Mutas. That's probably a fair trade, as this Thor is late to the party, gets surrounded by Lings and taken down almost immediately. This Banshee does have 6 kills, but isn't enough to deal with this. I want to say it's an army, but I don't know if it actually is an army, just because it's 2 Ultras and like 3 Roaches and a few Lings. And that's it. Planetary Fortress and Liberator and a Battle Cruiser. Battle Cruiser operational. Alright, coming in, trying to kill that thing, deciding, never mind. Never mind, there are tanks on the ground. They have +1 attack. That's pretty darn good. Banshee as well, being super useful in this situation. Another base here. Banshee trying to deal with it. We have seen Banshees. They can deny bases if they get to work on it this early. This command center is forced to be lifted off, as this is a Ling Ultra type army. There are a few Mutas, but again, the DPS isn't really enough to threaten this command center. I think the Thor, I think a couple of these Liberators could be able to save it. Just, I mean, not going down nearly as quick as they would want here. Thor doing splash damage, Liberator doing splash damage. Get out of there, Muta's not a place for you. Not a place for you. Another Banshee harass, killing more workers. 76 drones have fallen. Spore Crawler, can it finish? Nope. Banshee ends up killing it. Another attack here with another Banshee. How many Banshees are there on the field? 3. 3 Banshees, and they are just laying waste to everything here. They're trying to get rid of this hatchery all by themselves, but again, 2 Mutas are enough to take them down eventually if they hold still, as this Banshee does. Boop, boop, boop. And still on 3 base here, as Custer should really try to replant that base immediately. That's a good sign of a good player, is if you do lose a base or you're forced to lift off and retreat it if you're Terran, replanting it as soon as the threat is gone and then just defending is really the way that you want to go. The longer this base is not available, that's the less income that you have. Right now is ahead of the Zerg player, 45 to 44 harvesters, and look at this, almost doubling up on that income for minerals. Surprising indeed. Mules are pretty good. Again, worker count fairly even. Mules make up the difference and then some. And if you're ahead, you just get more ahead. Lings, how are their upgrades? +2, +3. Wow, +3 melee and +2 ground carapace. Surprising indeed. Alright, so this is a lot of Hellions, battle cruisers, tanks, Banshees. Let's see if he can do it, ladies and gentlemen. Myggan is going for it. Going to try to surround these Hellions. Blinding Cloud being thrown down. And the Thors can't attack at all, but the Liberators taking some Parasitic Bomb on top of them. But no, a lot of units moving out of the range. I think both these Liberators might end up dying. Maybe not, though. I don't think a single parasitic bomb is enough to kill them. No, it is not at all. Chases the Zerg player back home. Banshees crushing everything on the ground here. That muta count is down to 1. I don't know where it is, but it's not here. The Banshee's taking out a hatchery. Not something you see every day, but again, they can do it. They hit pretty darn hard. 13 damage with the +1 attack. Times 2 is 26 per volley. That's a lot. And single muta comes in with the rest of the army. Hey, muta, you need to split off, bring an overseer, and then kill these guys. But no, it's too late. The hatchery does end up falling. Kabloop. And a liberator heading out for more harassment. Is there anything here to defend against this? Some corruptors. Hooray! Myggan made corruptors. Does have +1 flyer carapace as well. What a beautiful sight. Although no, just bypassing the corruptors and swinging around to this area. Spore crawler. Look out, spore crawler. And sets up. There we go. Gonna try to kill some workers. The corruptor's actually heading the wrong direction. Oh no, and all these blue flame hellions gonna get cleaned up as well. Liberator absolutely one-shotting all of these drones. Myggan's not pulling them at all. And heading on out. I don't know what he's worried about necessarily. This is Spine Crawler. There we come. The Corruptors finally cleaned this up. After more drones have died. We're up to 87. 87 now, no big deal. Myggan has lost 87 workers and is still in this game. I mean, Custer's up to 156 to 132 total supply. So definitely in the lead here is the Terran player, but it's going mech. It's kind of a slow going thing. Ultras on the ground crush everything that Custer has on the ground, which is a problem. But the air control's not bad. Liberator count looking good, although Corruptors against Liberators, again, we've seen Corruptors with those plus armor, +2 flyer carapace doing really well. And look at this. This is Collector's Edition level Ultras. They are all glowy. They look kind of radioactive. That's what that looks like, and it's pretty fancy indeed. Collector's Edition, Heart of the Swarm, you could purchase back in 2013, which is how long ago that expansion was. More Ultras on the way for our Zerg player. Custer is getting reactors and refineries and supply depots and SCVs and Hellions. I don't know if Hellions are necessarily a good choice here. I mean, I guess there are some Lings on the ground, but it's mostly Ultras. Fully upgraded Ultras, mind you, with 8 armor. Banshees, again, these are just most cost-effective Banshee use I have seen in a long time. Do they get the hatch? No, they do not. Corruptor Ball takes 1 down. Gonna try to get another one. No. Is Myggan gonna kill this base? Gonna try to do it here. Yeah, again, going in defender mode circles is good against Ultras. 85 damage hits are good. Blue Flame Hellion. Run by. I think I've said this 10 times in this cast, but it's enough. Again, Spine Crawlers do some damage, but all these drones are absolutely going to die. Yes, goodbye drones. Thank you for playing. All of the Zerg players who are watching this game, I know, it hurts your heart. It makes you sad on the inside. But it is what it is. Let this be a lesson to you. Throw up a lot of static defense. A lot of static D. Some roaches, too, can be really a deterrent to these guys. What is this? Banshee comes back in. Parasitic Bomb being thrown down. Not enough to kill the Banshee, I don't think. How much damage does Parasitic Bomb do? 125. Nope. Banshee has 140 hit points. Hellions, again. There are no workers to kill, but that's the only reason they didn't kill any more workers. It's insane. This Banshee's going to get a kill unless the Corruptors decide to show up, and they do. Corruptors roll in. Banshee dies. Another base on the way for Custer. This is turning into an insane game. 22 minutes here. Custer has thrown heavyweight blow after heavyweight blow at the Zerg. The Zerg have lost 100 drones, 128 Lings, 12 Mutas. No Ultras yet, though, which is kind of scary for our Terran player. 10 Ultras on the ground. 10 fully upgraded Ultras is a lot of Ultras. And a Lurkerton on the way, and Flyer Carapace level 3 on the way. Corruptor Ball continuing to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Total number of Corruptors, 10. Custer has battle cruisers and tanks and liberators, and I just think if Myggan would go for it, probably would win this. I know it looks scary, but the Corruptors fly in and get rid of all of these Liberators without too much problem at all. And then from there, it's pretty much the Ultra show. Battlecruiser can't kill them fast enough. Hellbats can't kill them fast enough. Planetary Fortresses cannot kill them fast enough. When they are fully upgraded like this, they are terrible. It really takes those Liberators or those Ghosts to get rid of them. Parasitic Bomb again? No? Okay. That was weird. I don't know what that was. Maybe, oh, Parasitic Bomb now. There it is. Parasitic Bomb on the Liberators. No, no, no. Bunch them up. Splits them up a little bit, kind of into smaller groups, but still. No, no. Oh, that was kind of painful. It was kind of painful to see. I tried to split them, but really just put them into smaller groups. And anyway, more Hellion attacks because that seems to be the theme of this game. Hellions should be able to kill that queen. The queen does have +3 armor, +4 armor, but still, it's a lot of Hellions, and the queen ends up falling. There it goes. Some Lings making sure there's not a base here, but guess what? There's a base here you could kill if you just look over like 2 feet. No, huh? Alright, no. Corruptors again. Heading on out to the Corruptor Ball. Corruptor Ball is up to 19. That seems pretty good. I like Myggan's composition. I really do. And hey, Custer's finally going for it. Custer's setting up the tanks in tank mode. And trying to deal with this on his own are the Corruptors. Parasitic Bomb once again not splitting that well. Wow, one Liberator dies immediately. The rest of them, however, very low on health, forcing the evacuation. No, not there. There we go. The drones do manage to run away. Lings coming back to the army. Can Myggan hold on? Can Myggan do this? It is 173 to 175 total supply. 47 to 55 workers. Myggan, 109 drones have died. 5 SCBs have fallen for Custer, so that's pretty good. 15 Liberators. That's a surprisingly high number of Liberators that have died as well. Another base here for Custer, expanding well to the north. I like this. Lings running by, and oh, did he find this base finally? He did. He found the base. It's not a planetary fortress. Just make them a PFs, guys. Going after the command center instead of the workers here. Surprising. They do have the adrenal glands upgrade, and it's going to be enough to force that to burn. All the SCBs end up dead. Refineries dying as well. Lings are so good at building demolition at this stage of the game. It's just keeping them alive that is a bit of a problem. In your main army against things like tanks and hellbats, not that good. But in little hit strikes like this across the build or across the way, trying to find places to kill bases, they are very, very good indeed. And look at that, Blue Flame Hellions cleaning them up. Myggan going for +3 flyer and +3 missile. Not even sure if Myggan has any missile attack units. 7 Hydras, okay, that's good, I suppose. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The end of that base. This one's still alive though, so that's alright. Banshees, I think we're checking for a base there. I'm not sure if they killed it or not. 3 hatcheries have fallen. It's entirely possible they got it. Double expanding here is Myggan right to the north. Pretty smart indeed. The Lings trying to kill these Hellions, and they are doing a pretty good job of it. The Blue Flame just not enough, I don't think. The upgrades are definitely favoring our Zerg player. 2-2 versus 3-3. And outnumbered as well. Overlord could scout a little bit over this way. If Overlord wanted to, but Overlord does not. That's okay. I can respect Overlord. Running with an SCV, trying to build yet another base. Myggan, you can do this. Alright, pep talk time. Myggan, you're doing this right. You have a lot of Corruptors. You have Vipers. You have Ultras for the ground army. You have some Hydras as well, which are good against Banshees, and I guess? I don't know. I'm not sure what the Hydras are for, but hey, why not? Myggan going for a Baneling Nest as well, getting muscular augments for the Hydras, +3 flyer, again, just about to complete. I'm not sure if Myggan's waiting for that or what, but is basically maxed out, has a pretty big bank here. How many larvae does Myggan have? 18. Yeah, so go ahead and max out here, I guess. Production tab is not really showing any units. Tunneling Claws on the way for the Roaches for burrow move, because that could come in handy, I suppose. Holding the Xel'Naga Watchtower is Custer somehow. I mean, there's creep everywhere. The army is about 20 feet away from these guys, but they're holding the Xel'Naga Watchtower because they are brave. We'll name them Jim and John. Hello, Jim and John. Well done holding that Xel'Naga Watchtower. I can see you're bouncing a little bit. Perhaps you are afraid of what may happen to you, and you should be afraid, boy. When there's this much creep at the 28-minute mark, you are in trouble. 2 Blue Flame Hellions coming to this base. They do find the base. There are no workers to kill. This one does have workers to kill, but 3 Spine Crawlers, actually 4 Spine Crawlers at this base is enough to make the difference, I think. The Hellions don't even want to try to go in there. They did see that base, right? Yeah. Did see the base, saw the Spine Crawlers, decided it was not worth their time. This base now up and running, and it is a PF. Custer having learned from his experiences before. Creep spread almost to the front door of Custer here. So creep spread for Myggan has not been that great throughout the game, but you know what? Has really improved here towards the end. Overseer, Mass Overseer. Again, oh no, these are Drop Lords. Oh. Alright, I don't know what they're for exactly. Perhaps Ultra Drops? Possible. Hellbat here is up to 3 kills, 4 kills, and gets stabbed in the face by the Spine Crawler using the Impaler Tentacle, which I don't think I actually knew that before this cast. Impaler Tentacle. That sounds like it would hurt a lot. Like you're fighting a Zerg and you're a Marine or a Marauder and you're going on in and suddenly this giant tree thing, I'm not going to say what else it looks like, comes and stabs you right in the body. And it doesn't kill you right away, but that's gotta hurt, man. Another blue flame run by. 2 spine crawlers, probably not enough. There are a lot of workers here. Not for long. Hellbat. Attacking on in. 115 drone kills so far. Let's watch that number increase. Oh, they're trying to go after the hatchery, actually. And Transfuse trying to save it. But no, the hatchery does end up going down. No more mining for you, Myggan, at this base. And that is probably super annoying. The drone's trying to escape. The army up here, I think this is where they thought the Terran player went. But no, 4 spines. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, lined up, though, the drones. Oh, excellent, excellent lineup. What is this? What is in here? Lurkers. A lurker drop? Alright, Custer. You have a lurker drop coming your way. You better be ready for this, boy. There are definitely missile turrets, which is good against drops. So watch out for that. No, don't do it. Don't lose it. Okay, doesn't lose anything there except for a couple overlords. The lurkers come right on in to get rid of these production structures for the Terran player, going after everything, taking out the missile turrets immediately. Spore SCV. A little bit of some overkill there. What is my sound doing? It's kind of freaking out. The Banshees do a scan, and they're going to try to take these guys out, but there are a lot of lurkers, and they have a lot of armor to them. However, 2 end up dying almost immediately. Another one there, too. And another scan. Banshee's the answer to everything, man. Going to go ahead and clean these guys out. The lurkers killed a few production buildings, a couple starports, a factory, some missile turrets, but not sure that was a super cost-effective play from Myggan. Wow, what was this queen doing here? Was the queen inside that overlord? Possibly. All right, Myggan says, I'm going for it. Rolls right on in. Parasitic bomb on all of those liberators, and all the liberators end up evaporating. Thanks again to the help of the corruptors. And now nothing on the ground here except some tanks. And the liberators, again, just getting completely demolished. The ultras doing an excellent job, and that's it. A GG from Custer. Custer's defeated, Myggan's victorious, and Custer has left the game. Yeah, like I said, Myggan, you had that. You had a great composition. A greater spire was on the way, just in case this didn't work. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, the Ultras, 1 kill. Okay, 1 kill, 9 kills, 3 kills, 6 kills. Corruptors just crushed everything in the air. The Liberators melted. How many Liberators died in this game? Total number of 23. 23 Liberators died. A battle cruiser. Where are the rest of the BCs? Units tab. Battle cruisers. Oh, did I only make 1? I could have sworn there was more than 1. Alright, anyway. BC's, again, a bit of a death knell here for our Terran player. Ended up losing the game. But that's A-okay, as it was pretty entertaining in the long run. 31 minutes long. Tons of expanding going on. Again, a lot of dead workers. 129 drones lost for Myggan. Custer losing 22 of his own. But that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly Mid-Rank Madness upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And as always, you can send me your Mid-Rank Madness replays to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Mid-Rank Madness. And until next time, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.